That's all right. Where are your work passes?
Well, you have to give them to us, don't you?
Do I? Oh, yes, I suppose so. I really don't know. No one tells me anything.
Mr. Pringle, a moment, please.
Joycey, we've got a mouse plague.
Oh, really, dear? Yes, well, there's always a few mice around a prison.
But Joycey,
Mervyn,
you're upset. What is it?
I've been transferred to Barnhurst. Meg, too. And young Marty's being sent to Smithton.
What? How?
Oh, Ferguson, of course, being vile as usual.
But Joycey, what about me?
Oh, that's just it. That's just it, Mervyn. I'm sure she'll insist on your staying here.
But we'll be miles apart.
Oh, exactly. It's all part of her horrible plan. You know, Mervyn, I think she's always been jealous of our happy marriage. Oh, Martha, what's wrong with you?
The mouse went right through here.
Oh, a mouse!
Joycey,
Oh.
Joycey.
Get over here, we gotta talk.
Listen, Squirt, I've told you before, stop giving me orders.
So miss out, see if I care. Just saw our shop trustee delivering a whole lot of goodies to the staff room.
Oh, real earth-shattering news, Brumby. You ought to start a newspaper.
Shut up, Lurch.
Will you tell me what's going on then?
We want to raid the staff room and plant the stuff in Maxwell's cell.
A bit of tea and Bicky's never got anyone into much trouble.
We're gonna plan other stuff. We got plans.
You've got water on the brain.
It's a start, Lurch. The freak's pulling lightning cell searches every day, right?
Yeah.
She finds the stuff on Maxwell and starts wondering about it.
Well, Maxwell will only say it's a plant.
And she might get away with it the first time.
OK. Supposing you do get the stuff, how are you going to get it through the gate? The freak's got all the screws real hot on security. They're going right through the skip, even the nappies.
You been doing enough complaining? You come up with something.
Freak's giving Morris, Pringle and Jackson the boot.
What? Transferring them to Barnhurst and Smithton.
The bitch!
Fitz, get rid of the good guys. This place turns more into Blackmore every day. That's it, we've got to work faster.
Work what?
We're escaping.
Oh, don't start that again, Brumby.
Well, what about Laurie? Nobody will give a pinch of spit about it now Morris and them are going.
Actually, they copped it for letting me in the hospital to talk to her. I just got to see Laurie before they lock her up in that loony bin forever.
Yeah? And that's just what the freak wants. She'll be waiting for you, Ree.
I'll take my chances. Anyway, I got to see where they put Bongo.
He's dead, Ree.
I don't care. He's me brother and I've got a right to see where they put him.
Yeah, you got it right.
So, how are we gonna get a skip full of goodies past the security gate?
Well, what's the big problem?
You've been living on another planet.
Well, Jackson's on the gate, isn't he?
Hey, yeah. And I've seen the way he looks at you. What have you got that we haven't?
Never mind what I got. Just fill me in on the setup and I'll do me best.
Oh, well, it's worth a try.
Gate duty. Boring, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I hear they're lax at it at Smithton. Being low security, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, from what I hear, they keep things pretty tight.
Really? Or to each his own.
Don't want to let slime like that get to you.
I don't. Didn't take you long.
No sense in hanging round. Pity about Smithton. You must have really got up Ferguson's nose.
So it's out already.
Well, you know this place. It's not only the walls that have got ears.
Yeah, right.
The girls will miss you. They think you're okay.
Will you?
Oh, yeah? Bit, I guess.
Mightn't happen yet. If it does, I could come and visit you.
Why?
Because I'd want to, and I don't believe you should be in here.
Tell that to the judge.
I've been thinking of doing just that.
Forget it. My frame-up is tied so tight you'd be wasting your time.
I can try.
Yeah, well, don't say I didn't warn you. Can I go through now? Thanks.
I believe you're innocent, you know. If that means anything to you.
Yeah, well, aren't we all? Look, I know we go back a long way, but why do you think I'm any different to the others?
I just do. And I am going to look into your case.
Yeah. Well, thanks anyway.
See you later, Mr. Jackson.
You've already floured that tray, Mr. Pringle.
Oh, goodness me. Well, don't just stand there, girl. You do some.
I suppose it's only natural, Mrs. Pringle, being upset, what with being sent away and everything.
Upset? Of course she's upset. We all are.
Oh, yeah, it looked like she'd been crying.
Crying? Goodness me. Well, look, you watch the soup. I won't be long. And be careful if you go into the cool room. I've set some mouse traps.
You want a cup of tea, Merle?
I'm not talking to you because you said bad things about Kat.
Said yourself. I don't feel sorry for Mrs. Pringle. She's lucky to be getting out of here before something bad happens.
Oh, don't start that again.
I heard him again last night. Whispering and coughing and creeping down the corridor.
Who?
I'm not saying his name. It's bad luck. Who did that? That's not very funny, Vicky.
I didn't do it.
Did you do that?
Huh? What did it say?
You telling the truth?
Yeah.
It's him. Craven, he did it. I knew he's come back.
He's dead.
Yeah, but he was murdered, wasn't he?
Oh, I didn't do it.
Doesn't matter. He's here. He wants vengeance.
What?
Vengeance. They all do when they've been murdered. He's a tormented soul, Merle.
He's a ghost.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't see them, but you can hear them. Or they leave messages like that. We weren't anywhere near those trays. I told you he's come back to haunt us, Merle.
Lost something?
Doesn't seem to be anything for afternoon tea.
Oh, I thought you might have been souvenir hunting. Something to remind you of happier days at Wentworth.
I'll be happy enough as soon as I've forgotten about Ferguson and the dirty way she goes about doing her business.
Would you like me to pass on the criticism, or will you tell her yourself?
Whether I wanted you to or not, you would. Doesn't your tongue ever get dry from licking her boots all the time?
Now listen to me, Jackson.
No, you listen to me, Adams. I don't like you, and I never have. You're a lying little pimp and a coward to boot. One good thing about being transferred to Smithton is that I won't have to work with you anymore.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
Never mind. I feel great, though.
I get the feeling that Marty told that little rat a lot of the things we've all been thinking. Good for you.
Thanks, Mervyn.
Marty, we've decided we're going on strike.
No, not quite yet, Joyce. But we are organising a stop work meeting, for this block anyway, for this afternoon.
You'll never get the other support. They're scared of losing their jobs and even more scared of crossing Ferguson.
But we have to convince them that if Joan wins this time, the women are in danger of losing their jobs every day they turn up for work.
How'd you go? Just breezed through. Jackson didn't even blink.
And the stuff?
All safely tucked away in Maxwell's locker.
Oh, good on you, Spy.
Who'd ever have thought? Now we're all prying for a seltzer.
Hey, did Goodlookin tell you when he's got to get out of here?
Why would he tell me?
Well, didn't you ask?
No.
Gee, Spike, talk about missing opportunity.
Well, go and ask him yourself if you want to know so much. I got work to do.
Did a good job, Spike.
Wait, could be weeks before you're out of here. Be too late for Laurie then.
Well, I don't see you doing nothing for her.
Yeah, well, I got an idea if you'd listen to me.
Sorry, just can't stand thinking of her lying there like
Yeah,
that.
well, that's the point. She doesn't have to be. We could make a tape, and we could send it to her. I mean, she couldn't see us, but she could hear us. We like being with her.